What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video we're going to be checking out XLM. So my whole XLM crew, hit that like button, subscribe for more. Hey, appreciate you stopping by. So if we got XLM here on the daily, man, boy oh boy, we are seeing some shenanigans before FOMC. Right, we're expecting, to finish up this 1-2, and I mean, from what I can tell, this is looking like a beautiful 1-2. Right? We can actually get rid of this because we did get up to that 2618. I was hoping for, right, calling for on Friday, hoping that we could get up a little bit higher, but it's okay. Potato, potato, right? Potato, potato. We got up to the 2618. And so now, yeah, so now we're looking to stay above this daily 786, right? This 370, right? Really trying to stay above this just because it would be like a healthy one too. Worst case scenario would come down to that 35.2, have a double bottom, right? As long as we're not closing below these lows of this 35.1, 35.2, then we're good. We're in the clear. Okay. Overall, right, we never actually got that cross we were looking for, right? On Friday, we were talking about this cross right here. It did look like the 20 EMA was going to cross above the 50 EMA, which is very bullish, but some things don't happen all the way that you want. So yeah, so if we're looking at the RSI, we are crossing down below. We were hoping that we could get a bounce right here and go, but we did not, right? We did not. This correction, a little bit more steep, a little bit more aggressive, trying to really get a lot of leverage out, positions that were not bought in the best areas, trying to get them out. Try just to freak out a lot of people, right? Trying to freak out a lot of people, but this is healthy. This is corrective in nature and healthy. We're going to go over to stablecoin dominance. We'll kind of, look into it a little bit more and see why this was needed. And stablecoin dominance is now cooled off. We have some levels for that. So stick around for that for the end of the video. Yep. So Fu Manchu, we do have a red dot, but we did have momentum, right? We had momentum. And so let's not lose momentum and let's not get now a lower low in this. That would be bad, right? Let's stay down through here, maybe get down to the 0, then go up again. We can look at the lower time frames, right? Lower time frames. So smaller time frames is, what we're showing is a three-wave move. What I'm showing is a three-wave move, right? Healthy. 1, 2, 3. Right, three-wave move. We have closed down below this 2618. So kind of a, if I'm being honest, kind of a strong move to the downside. Kind of a strong move to the downside relative to the move that we had, right? But this looks good. This looks actually healthy, right? This looks healthy. It looks corrective, and it's not just a straight impulse, right? So you're oscillating down, right? Since we didn't find support at the 2618, I'm thinking we're close to being done, close, but still not out of the woods yet. I don't really want to see the interaction below this. I don't want to see us come down below this. Right, I would like to see us do that. Okay, kind of what we talked about, where we could come down to this 37-cent mark, right? Still have a higher low, right, and build on a bigger 1-2, right? Build on a bigger 1-2. We have these levels up again. This 38.6, right? 38.6, and this 39.7, right? This acted as an area of interest right through here, right? I mean, this got down to what, 3863. Right, and this is 3864, so it is an area of interest. I do want to see how we interact with it. In terms of the 4-hour, we did have a cross on this 50 down below the 2, so that's why you're getting this steep move, steep correction. So I definitely don't want to see this. If this comes down through here, I mean, that's not ideal. We're gonna have to rethink everything if that happens, right? If that happens, we're bearish, very bearish, right? Very, very, very bearish. When the 50 crosses down below the 1, you get something like this, right? Not good, especially on the 4-hour, not good at all. So yeah, we need to turn this ship around. We need to figure out what we're doing with this. On the RSI, oh my goodness, look at this RSI. We are almost oversold. We have lower lows on RSI, higher highs in price, higher lows in price, I'm sorry. Right, lower lows. We have higher lows in price. So I mean, that's good. That's good, right? That's good. We're this is bullish. This is bullish, right? Bullish, bullish, bullish. I do want to see how we interact with this area right here. This 35-30 area. But overall, yeah, that's bullish. I didn't like how we got up to this overbought zone and just tanked. Absolutely tanked. Found no support anywhere. No support, no support. Kind of a little bit of support. We tried to bounce right before, tried to front run 42.60, but still just tanked, right? Tanked, absolute tank. Tank job. So, right, we're really trying to stay above this 37-cent mark. That's the daily 786, right? Daily 786. And so, yeah, so right now, right, this three-wave move looks to almost be done. Looks to almost be done. We have FOMC on, what, Wednesday? But then other key information is coming out this week, this whole week. And this crypto is manipulated. Gold's at an all-time high. You know, stock market's at an all-time high, but crypto is doing this, right? It's just, there's so many offshore accounts. There's so many various types of entities that control market by wash trading. And yeah, just exchanges flush out leverage. They use things like Wintermute to buy up a bunch of, buy a bunch of shorts, sell, buy, sell. It's not good for the market, for the crypto market, but it is flushing out a bunch of leverage. And so, not financial advice. I'm a financial advisor, but that's why I don't use leverage. And so, overall, this does look close to being complete. Close to being complete. We're looking to, find some resolution by the end of today. Yeah, specifically, we came down through, rejected up to 69197. So next step is the 786. So let's see how we interact with down through here. I do think we're actually going to come down through here. Yeah, this just doesn't make sense to stop here. This doesn't look done yet. If we do have 5 waves to the downside, right, you kind of got you could have 3 technically, right? I don't think this is 1, 2, 3. It could be 3, but you could have 5 within the 3, right? You could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Or even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But this, either way, this doesn't look done. Either scenario, even if it's your traditional 1, 2, 3 move, right? 1, 2, 3. This needs to come down. It just has to. It needs to. Right through here, find some support down through here. All right, find some support down through here. All right, so that's my call for now. We were expecting a pullback, but not to this severity, because after this, then you're thinking, okay, well, the 1-2 is set up. Now you got to make a move. You need to make a decision, right? We've broken out of this downtrend. We could come back and back test. I do want to cover some other things, right? I want to cover some other things, like the others chart on the daily. Right, others chart on the daily, right? Looks good, looks healthy, right? Run up, right? We want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 days in a row green. You got to cool off. We're still above all the EMAs, right? Still above all the EMAs. Total, same concept, right? Same concept. You got to cool off. All these large charts are just cooling off. Yeah, just cooling off. This chart right here that we like to track, right? We're coming back down. I could see us come back down and back test the 786, 9.52. We're at 9.59. Yeah, so overall we still look healthy. Looks healthy. Looks like a regular correction. Nothing crazy, right? Just red before the green rally. Red before the green. Red before the green. Right? That's exactly what happens before large rallies. Look at this. Red before the green. All right, same thing right here. Same concept, right? Same concept. You have to cool off, right? So if you're up 7 days in a row, that's just, this one wasn't, but the others chart was. Let's get into stablecoin dominance. I actually want to get into the 12-hour. Right, this is looking pretty bearish, right? Let's do this. We can flip this around. Look at this, right? Look at this. You've run up, right? You've done a 1, 2, 3. Right, 1, 2, 3. Do we have that on the 4-hour? Yeah, so I can just kind of go through. No, we don't. Is it on the 2-hour? No. I got rid of it. So we can go back to let's go back to the 12-hour. It's clean. All right, you got a 1, 2, 3. Okay, trend-based Fibonacci. Let's come up to this 3. You got a 1, 2, 3. Let's take the low. Let's take the high. Come down through here. I do think this is almost done. I do think this is almost done, but that, I mean, this looks like just like a nice falling wedge. And yeah, so we got some key levels that we do need to try to get to. You know, your 546, your 499 level, right? I mean, even all the way through to the 423 level. I don't think we're even close to being done, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we're close to being done at all. In terms of upside for crypto, this is just a nice little shakeout. That's all this is, right? This is nothing more than a shakeout. We can go into the 4 hour, or was it the 2 hour? Let's go into the 2 hour where we're at right here. All right, this doesn't look complete yet. This doesn't look complete just yet. Not just yet, right? You got, right, if you really want to think about it, you got, you know, your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Or in general, right? Or in general, you can have your 1, 2, 3. So that's your A. Okay, then you got a 1, 2, 3. That's your B. 1, 2. Okay, where are we at? This is not even close. Not even close to being done. So maybe we get like a steep drop, come down to this 2272, this 630. I would really like to come down to this 628 because we've marked that 628 for a while now. Right, start closing. Right, just reject off the 628. It's been on a mark, so you know it's there for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Crypto moves very fast, right? I've had people reach out about PNG, for example, right? A subscriber reached out and they mentioned, you know, you mentioned you wouldn't purchase anything in this area. And right, I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice. I'm not going to tell you when to buy or when to sell. But overall, what I'm seeing in the crypto market, what we've been talking about is we need a 1-2 setup. Need a 1-2 setup. We have been moving up for the past couple of days. We moved up for about that week or so. We moved up. Now we need to kind of get people out of their positions. We need shorts to pile up. We need leveraged longs to. There's just so much greed in the market. There's so much greed in the market. So many people want to time this move perfectly, so they keep trying to enter. They keep trying to enter, and they're getting obliterated, right? They're just getting obliterated over and over and over again. And until we stop seeing that, we're going to keep seeing stuff like this, right? We're going to, you know, stablecoin dominance is going to keep being resilient this whole entire way. I mean, this whole entire way, just resilient. We're not really seeing, right? I mean, resilient. Just a ton of green on this chart is red for crypto. Green on this chart is red for crypto. And so we do have some levels. I don't think this is done yet. This looks like it wants more to the downside, especially if we take this right here. If we take this right here, something like this, we take this right here. Right, that 1618 is at 629%, right? Maybe we front run it a tad bit and come right to that 628, something like that, something like this, and then start to go, right? Really get people scared, really get people to, you know, sell the lows, right? If this happens, Jasmy's going down, DGen's going down, XLM's going down, Chainlink, everything's going down, Bitcoin. So we, if we're looking at Bitcoin just real quick, I know it's not a Bitcoin video, but I did want to show this, right? I did want to show this. Bitcoin is still healthy. Bitcoin is still healthy, right? We had this level is this 11.4, 114,724. We've come down. We found some support at it. It looks healthy. We're still trading within this pattern. Right? We can come all the way down to $113,000 now. Whatever. Hold that line is perfect. Let's go. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, so it's still healthy, right? The more we correct down, the further along this chart's gonna go, right? And the higher we can get, right? So with this kind of chart, you don't want to go straight up, because then it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over, right? If you come up like this, and then you reject, then it's over. It's over. So you want to just kind of meander, and then have a run up, and then you're done. Right, then you're done. And I don't know if Bitcoin is going to be done when it hits the top of this. I'm hearing some crazy price targets right now, 250, 500,000. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice, but you know, these are the next targets I'm thinking for Bitcoin. And after that, I'm thinking like a pretty large size correction. coming down to 100,000, dropping 32%, 33%, and then, who knows after that, right? So just overall, right, it does look healthy. It looks healthy. Looks like you got 1, 2, 3. You're in your fourth wave move to the downside. It is the most difficult, in my opinion, the fourth wave. I mean, you could have 5 up. Yeah, I don't. That doesn't really look like 5 yet. Doesn't look like 5 yet. It really looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, yeah, it's because you closed down below this, so that doesn't count. That doesn't count. Especially with Bitcoin, it's a bigger asset. If you maybe had the meme coins and there was some shenanigans, you can kind of get away with it because it's so easy to manipulate. I mean, Bitcoin's easy to manipulate, but I mean, the market cap's 2.29 trillion, so a little bit harder. So, candle closes are a little bit more valuable. So overall, right, we do have our levels. We do need to try to stay above this 37-cent mark. And it's pretty, there's some correlation with that and the downward trend line. So it's somewhere around here, I think we're coming down to. And then after that, I mean, we still have our levels to the upside. We still need to, you have some work to do. But once we find a low on this, then we'll start, I'll throw in some fibs and we can see some higher levels. So yeah, that's what I got for today. I do appreciate your time. I appreciate you coming by. We're looking to finish this up. FOMC's on Wednesday, so expect some shenanigans today, tomorrow, and maybe once we get some good news, we start pumping and start moving up. So I appreciate your time. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for, your support. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing. Hey, shout out. We've got 160 subscribers. This channel's been blowing up. I thank you for everything. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.